Hi, I'm Jim Kraft with Comfort Craft. We're finally coming out of this terrible disease, and we hope it's time to get back to work. So lately, have you hugged your table lately? Have you taken the care to make sure your table is ready to go? So what we're going to do today is go through a few techniques on how to clean your table and get it ready to be back at the next level of working when you want to. Hope you stay healthy, and we'll see you at the end. So here we are at our table. What we'd like to do is plug the table in, and then we're going to expand it out so you can get into that subplate area under here, which is a hard part to get cleaned, because there's a lot of dust and dirt that gets built up. So from there, we're going to take our vacuum cleaner, and we're going to start working down the whole table to clean up the subplate of all the lint and the grease that's on it, all the lint and the dirt that's on it, all the way up and down. So the idea is to get that area clean so that not only your Velcro will stick better, but also you'll get all the dust and dirt. Now let's go to the table and do the same thing. Work the base, all the way up in the base, all the way around, inside, around the motors, down to the control box, clean off the control box, and then down to the bottom and clean it all up. Pick up your foot pedals and do the same thing. Vacuum around the top of the foot pedals and vacuum around the bottom of the foot pedals so that you've cleaned it as much as you can. So that gets you back to ready to do the next step. Okay, we're going to use 409. 409 is used for your tabletop and also to clean your frame. This is a good, kills bacteria, kills about everything. So what you want to do is you want to start up here. We'll do the headrest separate, but we want to start up here and spray the table. We want to wipe it down. Again, we're looking for all those little areas that have dirt on them, lint on them, grease on them, body parts on them, anything that's on that table we want to wipe down and clean it to the point where it is spiffy clean. So you go all the way up and down your frame, get in here on your bearing area, get in your cores, wipe off your motors, get the dust and lint off your table to where it's as clean as possible all the way top to bottom. May take you a few minutes to get it all clean, and then do the same thing on your foot pedals. Your foot pedals, get a good spray, wipe them down, turn on the backside and clean those also. So that gets you basically with a clean table to start off with. All right, the next thing we want to do is WD-40 your joints on the table, the areas that move. What my suggestion is use a rag so that you don't spray it all over the table. So when you go to spray an area like this, you put your rag in here and you spray in here like that. Wipe it around so you don't have WD-40 all over the whole place. So there are joints here, 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 and up and down the table over here. So anywhere you see one of those black caps, spray the inside and the outside of the table. That's all the way down the frame. You don't have to worry about the motors, they're self-contained. But the idea is to lubricate those areas that move so that you have no dust and dirt in there and you won't get any noise from stuff creating a problem. So that's the first thing to do. The second thing to do is that you want to use a lithium grease for the side pieces of your table. So right down here, you want to lithium grease this area here on both sides so that it has a smooth, kind of put it on there and wipe it out with your finger so it's all nice and easy. And from there, we're going to work on the headrest. So right here is where you want to really clean up the table, because this is where people's saliva may come. So by cleaning this area here and brushing it and getting it all spit shine, you can't hurt this area. This is stainless steel. You can use anything in the world to clean it with, but I'm saying use the 409 and a brush. Work that area really hard and then get that bar cleaned all the way up and down. And once the bar is clean, then you want to go back in and put on the lithium grease and wipe it in so it has a smooth effect when the headrest goes up and down like that. Now on the headrest, when you raise your headrest up, you'll see all these bars in here. That's very important to wipe and clean those. But right in here, you want to be able to hit that little joint with some WD-40 over there and over there. And make sure you clean this whole headrest really well with the 409. Because there's a lot of body pieces that get on the headrest that you'd like to get off. So clean it, and then we'll talk about the Velcro. For this, you'll need a 7/16 wrench. So what you're doing is you're taking this wrench and you're going through all these bolts, and you want to make sure that they're tight. If any of them are loosened, you want to tighten up a half a turn or more. So you have bolts on the headrest, you have bolts on the midsection here, and then you have bolts down at the bottom down here. So all those need to be tightened to make sure they're secure. Okay, now we're going to take a paper clip, we're going to unfold it so we got a point there, and then we're going to be able to clean the Velcro out from two directions using the paper clip to run through the rows of the Velcro. So we're going to come down through here, and we're going to push that Velcro, push that clip through that Velcro, and we're going to push it, push it, push it, and then we're going to clean it this way. So we're basically cleaning all the lint and dust out of the Velcro that's on the headrest. So now we want to take our large head pillow and we want to vacuum the back side of the carpet so we get up all the dirt and the lint and the dust or any of the stray stuff. Once we vacuum cleaned it, then we want to take and we want to use our scissors to cut off any of the extra lint, or the fur as I call it, on the back of the large head pillow. So once you've got that cut off, then obviously what you want to do is come back and vacuum it again in order to get all the carpet and the lint and the dust that's off from there. Therefore, you ought to have a good interface now. When you flip it over and put it on your Velcro, it should be nice and secure for you. Typically when we take our pads off, we lay our Velcro down the edge of the pad so it has a place to go. When we're fixing to put it on, we rotate it up here and put it to the side. What we want to do is be able to clean this whole pad section all up under and around here, and then make sure that our Velcro is clean here, because this is a problem area of getting other lint and stuff in there that the Velcro won't stick on very well. Okay, so when you go to put your pads back on the table, you typically set your Velcro up out of the side so that when you put your pads down like this, it's really easy to pull the Velcro straight down. So now, where that Velcro hits on the table, right up under here, the fur is probably going to be kind of pulled out a little bit. So that's when we want to take our scissors and go back under and trim that fur off so that when the Velcro wraps around the side, it's a nice, secure carpet underneath without the fur being there. Okay, now that you got the pads ready to go back on the table, let's clean them real good so we can not only clean the top, we can also clean the sides. So it's a matter of brushing your 409 on, cleaning this and wiping it down real good, and getting it in a much better, cleaner condition. So typically what you want to do is make sure you clean the sides and also the ends. So this is where stuff gets down in there, the lint, dust, whatever. So you want to clean this sides before you put it back on the table. So therefore, when you put it back down on the table, the pad has been cleaned sufficiently. Okay, so when we get ready to do the rear pads, the same thing applies. We want to vacuum the rear pad. We want to make sure the Velcro is clean under here. We want to do that on the 6 locations. And then we also want to make sure that where the Velcro goes up under the table, that that area there has also been trimmed to keep it, to give it a better grab. So that's the final pad, and then you're ready to go by putting it on the table. Velcroing it back on. Okay, with the armrest, same thing. We want to put that on the 409 on the armrest. We want to wipe it down and clean up all the grime and the grease and the skin and everything that's in there. Make sure that you really work these bars, because typically they get pretty dirty from the arms laying on them. And then wipe the back side of this. This area where the carpet is, you want to vacuum so that you get it all clean, so that you're getting the lint off that back side of that carpet. Once you've done that, then it's a matter of wiping the pads down with a 409 and then back installing it onto your table. Now that you've got your table clean, put it all back together and bring it up in the mid-split a little bit so when you get on it, you can feel where that mid-split is. So once you get on your table, pick up your foot control and start your bend. Oh, that feels so good to let the body let go. Now, you're ready to go back to work. Hope you're healthy, stay well, and enjoy your Comfort Craft table.